Good afternoon, everyone. For today's session is we are going to continue our discussion in Rizal's life. So we are now in chapter 5, Rizal's Exile, Trial, and Death. In chapter 5 kay atong istoryahan ang pag-abot ni Rizal sa Manila, ang iyang pag-founding sa La Liga Filipina ug ang Rizal's Exile sa Zamboanga del Norte or Indapitan. But before we continue our discussion for today, first is let's have a recap in chapter 4. So in chapter 4, it tackles about Rizal's higher education and life abroad. So we all know naman diba na si Rizal kay nag-study abroad to fulfill his dreams. So in Europe as well as meeting people na nag-help kay Rizal. Now, Rizal's exile in Dapitan started after his trip to Europe. So, si Rizal kay naka-travel siya, nakasulat o nahuman niya ang iyang novel na No Limitang Ere with the help of Maximo Viola. Then, after that, since nahuman naman si Rizal og eskwela dito sa Europe, so nag-decide si Rizal na mubalik o muuli siya sa Philippines. And that is our continuation sa atong discussion for today. Everyone, let's read the sentence above the screen. Okay, Rizal's return to Manila in June 1892 was his second homecoming because of his firm that the battleground is in the Philippines and not in Spain. Ang pag-uli ni Rizal sa Manila kay controversial kaayo because of being popular or sikat na si Rizal that time. Imagine na lang ka ng artista na dumugon sa mga fans. That's what happened to Rizal during his arrival. So he's popular not only in the Filipinos but pati na sa mga Spanish. And that's why nga nisikat si Rizal because he is a Filipino nga naka-study abroad, bright o Rizal also is na siya mga laylay na organisasyon. Of course, nakahimo siya og mga novels na nakaabot na sa Pilipinas. Kay Rizal wrote his novel sa laing nasod. So sikat na sa Pilipinas iyang novel that time na pati na nakaabot na pati sa mga friars Spanish. O tungod ato kay naalarma na ang mga Spanish that time. That's why Rizal decided to come back in the Philippines. When Rizal arrived in the Philippines, he was guarded na by the Spanish. They were looking for something na makaapekto or kumbaga kanang buhatan kag sala para makuan si Rizal kanang makasuhan. So kay dili man sila basta-basta maka-arrest or makakaso kay Rizal tungod sa iyang novel nga No Limitang Ere. Kay ang pagsulat ni Rizal sa iyang noli kay indirect na siya or kumbaga kanang it symbolized only the patriotism or kanang makalupitan that time sa Spanish. Mao nang naghulat silang timing para makasuhan nila si Rizal. Okay, Rizal's arrival in Manila on June 24, 1892 and as he planned on July 3, 1892, mao na ni katong he was founded the La Liga Filipina na. So he founded the La Liga Filipina in the house of Doroteo Onhongco sa Tondo, Manila. So ang aim sa organization ni Rizal is to promote of reform for the Philippines, but it's not for a revolution. Then suddenly nakaabot ang balita sa mga Spanish na si Rizal kay nagtukod og organization, and 4 days after he established the organization La Liga Filipina, Rizal was arrested by the Spanish sa 4 ka kaso. And what are these 4 cases? First case of Rizal is for publishing a books, articles that is anti-Catholic and anti-friars. O ang ikaduha is for having a possession a bundle of pamphlets or entitled The Pobres Frailes. So the Pobres Frailes is a fictional story and it is about the Dominican friars that corrupted the poor. So ang mga Dominican friars gina-encourage nila ang mga pobre na mag-invest sa ilaha or sa bangko until it went to a bankruptcy. Ang ikatulo is for dedicating his novel Noli and El Filibusterismo to the Gomborza. So, we all know, diba, na si Rizal, ang iyang El Filibusterismo is inspired by the Gomborza. So, the Spanish read Rizal's novel El Fili and dedicated it to the Gomborza, knowing the fact that the Gomborza are popular to the Spanish because they are the first Filipino na gituuhan na nagtraidor sa Spanish government. That's why they knew that the El Fili of Rizal was in part inspired by the Gomborza. Ang ikaapat is for criticizing the religion of Catholic, and Rizal said that the religion wants to separate the Filipino culture to the Filipino. So, ang ana si Rizal nga ang aim daw sa religion is to separate the Filipino culture. So, these are the 4 cases of why Rizal exiled in the Dapitan. Rizal was sentenced 13 years in Dapitan, and Rizal arrived in Dapitan on July 17, 1892 in the evening. O gitagpo si Rizal sa mga Spaniards, and sa ihang pag-abot sa Dapitan, Rizal said that it's good that the Spanish guard are good to him and they are not harm Rizal, or okay ang ilang pagtagad kay Rizal. So katong pag-abot niya sa Dapitan. And when Rizal sentenced to Dapitan, his punishment is to stay in Dapitan for 4 years. So ang punishment ni Rizal kay magstay siya in 4 years dito sa Zamboanga del Norte. So Rizal was placed under the supervision of Captain Ricardo Carnicero, and he is a politico-military commander of Dapitan. When Rizal arrived, he was welcomed by Captain Carnicero and gave Rizal a 2 option if he would like to stay at the convent or sa simbahan with Father Antonio Ubac. Second, will he stay at the house of the Captain Ricardo Carnicero? When Rizal and Captain Carnicero talked that night, Father Ubac arrived o giingnan niya si Rizal na musugot siya na didtong puyo si Rizal sa iha in a condition of kailangan bawion ni Rizal iyahang giingon sa Noli Me Tangere o sa El Fili about sa simbahang Katoliko. And then ang ikaduha is Rizal must participate the church rites and conduct himself as a good Spanish subject in a man of religion. And Rizal responds to Father Ubac na dito ra daw siya mopuyo kay Captain Carnicero. Ana si Rizal na si Carnicero daw kay kain daw kaayo sa iya, and he's not treating Rizal as a prisoner sa Dapitan, and they became a good friends. And as a return of kindness para kay Carnicero, si Rizal kay naghimo og poem sa iyahang birthday, and during this day, if you still remember sa face-to-face discussion nato with Ma'am Gia, it is privilege kaayo na mahimuan kag tula during those time. And as a return sab ni Captain Carnicero kay Rizal, is gitagaan niyag freedom si Rizal as long as magstay ra si Rizal sa town of Dapitan. So Rizal have freedom sa tanan-tanan, pwede siya maglaag-laag bisan asa as long as naara sa town of Dapitan. And life of Rizal in Dapitan is okay naman daw. Na siya freedom o nakatukod siyag small clinic for his profession. So we all know that Rizal study medicine, and he help people didto nga naay sakit. And I guess our discussion will be end here. Good day, class, and thank you for listening.